All right, it is Bluegrass month. I have already had my mind blown by seeing Billy Strings live. A lot of comments said I need to check out this Halloween performance of him doing War Pigs. War Pigs is one of my favorite Black Sabbath songs. And actually probably my favorite Ozzy Black Sabbath song. I'm a Dio guy. Come at me. I don't care. You can say whatever you want. So we're going to check out Billy Strings shredding on War Pigs. And apparently there's like a wizard or something. I don't know. Let's see what we got. Yep, definitely the Gandalf is there. Is this Halloween or is this some kind of like medieval festival? I don't know. Oh. Rocking the Les Paul, love it right off the bat. This is such an awesome song, guys. I'm a huge Tony Iommi fan. That just that open E. Also rocking the Enya Inspire today. Not plugged into anything. It's got the built-in speaker. They're the sponsor of today's video, so we're gonna talk more about them. But. Also tasseled. The last reaction I did with Molly Tuttle, she was also tasseled. I get it. So he's Bilbo? Is that what's going on? Right? But do I have my habits correct?
Gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds of plot destruction, sorcerer of death construction.
Dude, he's such a great singer. Even before he gets into the guitar playing, I'm sure he's gonna shred all over this. But great singer. This song is so cool. And what's funny, like. So, doing my little bluegrass exploration, we've got that bluegrass scale. That it's a G run, G, A sharp, B flat, B. It's kind of got that major and minor thing built into it, where it's like G major, G minor. The minor and major third are in there, which is actually interesting for this song because the melody is like. The song is definitely in E minor because it's like 10, 12. The D is the power chord thing going on, just 10th fret of the E string, 12th fret of the E string. But then the melody is E, major third. So what's kind of funny is this is a bit of a bluegrass scale song in E, if you want to look at it that way, which I'd never even put that together until I'm hearing him just sing and be a monster.
In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning, poisoning their brainwash.
His guitar sounds exactly like Tony's. You can just tell by the riff, like that's so good. Also, great drum song. This is, I'm just so stoked to be listening to War Pigs right now. Incredible drum song, incredible vocal song, incredible guitar song, everything you'd ever want. Geezer Butler doing amazing. I guess, I don't know, is Geezer, do they even have a bass player? I haven't even looked. It looks like they have a Knights of the Round banjo player for sure.
Wash my hands, death and hatred to mankind. Oh,
could tell he gave the sound guys like, I need more guitar on my monitors because this goes too hard. Before we get started, like, I just want to say this is such a masterclass in kind of like simple guitar playing. Like, just he's just kind of chugging it. Or wait, is that like that? It's like such a simple kind of E minor pentatonic thing that is going on. The song Paranoid, another great example of just like simple heavy rock and stuff, like just the perfect rock song. Again, I can hear the bass player now. The bass player was the Wizard, is that right? Come on, cameraman. I know that Billy's the star, but can we give the Wizard a little shine? Like, it looked to me to be an A+ Gandalf costume. Yo, we're just focused on the Hobbit? Come on. Oh my God, ask and you shall receive. Man, dude, if you're the kind of guy that is gonna go that hard on your Wizard costume, you know he's going that hard on the bass the entire time for the instrumental part. Again, I know I'm supposed to be talking about Billy Strings a lot, but dude, that's awesome, man. I also just like, you can tell that obviously Billy's an incredible guitar player, but the way that he is paying tribute to Tony's guitar part and then also adding his own thing, because like you can tell he has the ability to mimic exactly what Tony is doing on guitar, but is also choosing to kind of like have his own voice and playing kind of in there as he gets everything right. You can tell that he's like put a lot of thought into his tone actually. Again, speaking of great tone, if you guys want a cool guitar, this is on sale right now. This is the Enya Inspire. You can get anything from like cool rock tones with a delay on it, and then you just press this button, and then it'll give you something kind of thicker. And all of it is the built-in speaker. You can also plug it into a regular guitar amp and bypass the speaker and just use it as a regular guitar. But this thing is cool because you can just press the button and then have like a totally different tone. This is my favorite setting just because it has a cool delay on it. But back to the Wizard. there's an elf violin player in the back. Man, they really went all out for this. Also, this look kind of really works for Billy, if I may be so bold. Great choice with the vest. Even the hairstyle is like modern enough to not be weird if you didn't have the rest of the getup going on, but still period specific. We love to see it. One thing I do want to say is, like, you can tell that he has, I think this is something that probably lends itself to being an acoustic guitar player, an acoustic dreadnought player that is shredding and bending and just ripping around like the lower notes. His hands must be so strong, because you can tell that there's almost like, and I noticed this when he first started playing the solos, he's able to get into almost a microtonal element of his playing, as if there's like the frets within the frets that he's just always kind of like bending and hitting, but doing it in like a very musical way. I remember I've had like King Gizzard flashbacks a couple times in this solo so far, where he's purposely using this microtonal thing, which I think is probably a byproduct of him, you know, mostly playing. This is the Billy Strings Martin signature. It's essentially like a D28 with a few different like specification changes, and again, that's got a shorter scale length. That's got a 25-inch scale length. Basically what that is, like the length of the string. And he's shortened that to kind of make the tension easier to just rip and bend on. So you can just tell, like, when he goes from something like that, I think, does he play 12s or 13s? I'm not sure what kind of strings he uses, but to a Les Paul, which presumably has 10s on it, he can just rip those strings across the fretboard.
Darkness will stop turning. Ashes where the body's burning. No more war pigs have the power. Hand of God has struck the hour. Day of judgment, God is calling. Mercy for their sin.
I love that. I do the same thing for that part that is like so hard to like really kind of get that perfect, where it's like hit the compressor, turn it up for that part, because it's easier to play for that. So you can see he's kind of feeding back a little bit when that happens.
Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh, Lord, yeah.
Cinematography. Don't you love it when the crowd gets the picture in the picture? My favorite cinematic shot. Having your camera point at a camera pointing at the same thing you're doing. It doesn't get any more Spielberg-esque. Oh yeah. Before we get into this like classic outro, I totally get why people recommended me watch this. just because by far, like, he's such a great player, and the way that he cleanly hits his notes when I watch the Bluegrass stuff is otherworldly. And this is nowhere near his cleanest performance. You can see he's kind of, not on everything, on top of every single note, not hitting every beat correctly, but like, that is kind of the point to rock music. It's more about just like feeling it and being in the moment. And some of my best performances were definitely not my cleanest. It's almost like you're just getting up there and just wailing away. And I think that's what's really cool about this performance is it might not be the most locked in and dialed in he's been, is like some of those like Dust in a Baggie performances are just like, although I don't even know how he does stuff that fast, that clean. But it is so cool to see him play in a rock outfit where he might not be hitting everything super clean, but still just like nailing the performance, which again, great kind of, juxtaposition between what's expected in bluegrass and what's expected in rock music, and how they are incredibly different. And that's why, like, me is like predominantly kind of like a rock player. I'm having such a hard time hitting the clean aspect of playing the and like getting the. It's so hard for me, and I'm getting better and I'm practicing, you know what I mean? But like getting it clean is something that is almost foreign to me because it's not something I ever really worry about as like a rock guitar player. So it's great juxtaposition between these two genres. Just now noticed there's also a cello player in the back. Which one is he dressed up at? You would think that he would be Gimli. I can't really get a good look at him. It doesn't look like it though. He looks kind of like a is that Gollum? Yeah, we got Gollum on the cello. That's so funny, man. Great job, band. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure the drummer is Gimli, right? I'm trying to get a good look at him. I gotta say, so fashion break. Gandalf is gonna steal the show for sure. So that's an 11 out of 10. Everybody else gets 10 out of 10s. The banjo player dressed up as interesting choice to pick Return of the King, Aragon, and not Strider. I feel like if I were to dress up as Vigo, it would be Fellowship of the Ring Vigo. But, the state, especially for a banjo player, right? The stately royal nature of a banjo player, I'm not totally vibing with, but, to each his own. He made the choice, and now it's immortalized. Man, that was awesome. So thank you so much to recommending that, because again, not super surprised that he's able to do that, because he's a master guitar player. He can pretty much master any genre that he wanted to with a little bit of time and effort. But no, it just has me just like super stoked to just play War Pigs. Such a fun song to play. I think the best version I've seen of that live was a band called the Dresden Dolls did this as a duo, and it just like that was the first time I ever heard this song live. I think I was like 19. And they opened for like a Panic at the Disco concert, which I kind of got dragged into going to by my girlfriend at the time, so I was kind of like, all right, whatever, I'm at this stupid like pop punk concert. And Dresden Dolls came out and did War Pigs, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And I think that was probably the first time I actually heard that song, just because I didn't get into Sabbath until I started playing guitar, actually, which was like a year or two later. And yeah, awesome performance. Great choice by the band. Super fun song to play. Awesome to see Billy shredding. Thank you to Enya for sponsoring the video with the Inspire. Guys, this is such a cool guitar to have. Just I love playing this one, just kind of having it around. You don't have to worry about plugging it into an amp. And like I said, it is on sale. So I will have an affiliate link in the description if you guys are interested. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you want me to react to next, and I will talk to you soon.